Hi, this is Faith in Literacy, and today I'm going to be talking to you about teaching digital literacy. So, if you're a classroom teacher, an educational specialist, a homeschooling educator, or a parent, don't go anywhere. I'm going to give you a guide for elementary, middle school, and high schoolers and how to teach them digital literacy. Stay tuned. And if you don't know already, check out faithinliteracy.com for all your literacy needs. I have resources for elementary school, middle school, and high schoolers across all content areas. Now, in today's digital age, digital literacy is a critical skill that students must master in order to navigate the complexities of technology and information. Now, this video is going to explore some strategies, some tips and activities for teaching digital literacy at elementary, middle school, and high school levels, along with some practical guidance for classroom teachers, reading and literacy specialists, as well as homeschooling educators and parents. So the first question we have to ask is, what is digital literacy? Well, digital literacy encompasses the ability to use digital tools and platforms effectively, evaluate digital content critically, and communicate safely and ethically online. Now, this skill is essential for academic success, career readiness, and responsible citizenship in an increasing interconnected world. Now, some key components to digital literacy are technology skills. That's proficiency in using hardware, software, and of course, the many digital platforms that are available. Information literacy, the ability to locate, evaluate, and use the information that you find responsibly. Communication skills, effective and respectful interaction in these digital spaces. And digital citizenship, understanding the ethical as well as the legal implications of online behavior. And last but not least, media literacy. That's critical analysis of digital media messages and content. So why is teaching digital literacy so important? Well, one, we want to make sure that we are preparing students for the future. Digital literacy prepares students for academic research, workplace demands, as well as lifelong learning. Who doesn't have their hands on technology nowadays? 2, critical thinking skills. It enhances students' ability to discern credible sources, avoid misinformation, and to help them to think critically about the online content that they're coming across. 3, safe online behavior. Teaching digital literacy equips students with the knowledge to navigate online spaces safely, avoiding cyberbullying, scams, and privacy breaches. And of course, we all want our children to be safe when online. And 4, empowerment. It empowers students to use technology as a tool for learning, creativity, and communication. And of course, a platform like this, TikTok, is a shining example of using a tool for learning, creativity, and communication. Now, what are some focus areas that you want to hone in on for teaching digital literacy for elementary age students? Now, when I say elementary age students, I'm talking about students in kindergarten through 5th grade. Now, this is a foundational stage, and so students are introduced to basic digital skills and online safe practices. Now, we know kids come to school already knowing their way around an iPad, a tablet, or a phone, but we want to make sure that they go beyond just their basic knowledge of how to use a particular app that they're using on their phones or on a tablet. We want to make sure that we're equipping them with those basic digital skills. So some areas to focus on, of course, is basic computer skills. We want to make sure that kids know how to use a mouse, know how to use the keyboard or a touchscreen. We can't make any assumptions with our students. We also want to make sure that kids have basic keyboarding skills, right? Typing. We know that handwriting practice and learning how to properly write is so important for younger kids. Well, we want to also lay that basic foundation for keyboarding skills. I see so many students that I work with that are doing the hunt and peck method. We want to make sure that we are implementing basic keyboarding skills in our classrooms as well as at home. We also want to focus on understanding what the internet is and how it works. We want to make sure that we are letting students know about the wonderful things that are out there, but also the dangers out there. So we want to introduce digital citizenship, right? And online safety. We also want to introduce kids to being able to recognize reliable sources of information and developing age-appropriate critical thinking about media. Now, what are some games and activities that you can do with kids at this age? Well, how about some keyboarding games using platforms like Typing Club or ABC Ya or other typing apps or websites can help them to build their keyboarding proficiency. We also want to do role-playing games for online safety. Create scenarios where students practice identifying safe and unsafe online behaviors. What about you let those kids be media detectives? Analyze advertisements to identify those persuasive techniques and distinguish fact from fiction, which is a wonderful skill and concept that needs to be broached during this time period as well. And then, of course, integrate technology into your lessons by adding digital storytelling. Use tools like Book Creator to create digital books and share your stories online responsibly. You can be a model and show students how you can do that in a safe environment. Now, some tips for educators, whether at home or in school. You want to make sure that you are introducing digital tools gradually and provide as much hands-on learning and practice as you can. You want to also use visuals and interactive games that are going to encourage young learners as well as help that information stick. And remember, practice makes perfect. So we don't just want to introduce something one time. We want to make sure that we're integrating it in as many content areas as possible and allowing them practice. And then, of course, you want to be able to collaborate with parents to reinforce safe online behavior at home. Whether you're a classroom teacher or a homeschooling educator, collaborating with other parents or other homeschooling pods. Well, I hope this was helpful. This was just part 1. So stay tuned for part 2 when I continue to discuss digital literacy and look at what you can do in middle school and high school. Until then, this is Faith and Literacy. I'll catch you later.